What's up guys, welcome to yet another coffee brewing video, and today we have a special one. I am super excited about this particular video because we are featuring, as you all would have known from, I don't know, maybe the caption or thumbnail, the Orea V3 brewer. Yes, I recently got this after being poisoned by some of my friends from the storeroom people to get this, the Orea V3 brewer. And this is actually the basalt version, the limited edition one, because it was the only one that was still in stock. They have sort of like very limited runs of stuff, and yeah, I was just left with a small basalt V3 brewer and a candy matte base. Not the best of combination, not the, coolest, but I think it still works nevertheless. So I'm very excited. I even got this negotiator tool that would help me to, negotiate the paper filter in this particular brewer. So for those who have done your research about the Orea brewers, is that you can use the Kalita Wave filter papers, V60, and they actually have a video to show you how to fold it. But they also designed for their brewers a Orea filter paper, which is basically a circuit brewer that you can use the negotiator tool to negotiate into the brewer itself. So today we are going to have a bit of a comparison between the well-hyped and very recommended Orea V3 brewer against my favorite Hario Switch Tetsuka Suya's hybrid recipe coffee, and we'll see which one wins my heart over. I have, of course, a bias towards Tetsuka Suya's recipe with the Switch, as I've been brewing it pretty much every day for the past, I don't know how many months already. It'll be a nice challenge, a nice comparison, a nice battle between the two so-called brewers, one that I'm supposed to love and one that I really love. So yeah, we'll start off brewing the Orea V3. When you buy the Orea brewers, it comes with a brew guide like this, and it has a few different brew recommendation, and I am going to use the fine because it is stated here this is a great all-rounder for so many types of coffee. So in a way, it's more like a foolproof one. I think it's the safest for me to try on my first brew with the Orea V3. And yeah, we are going to brew one using the fine on the Orea V3, and of course Tetsuka Suya's hybrid recipe on the Switch. And then we will come back and compare. We'll catch you in a bit after some brewing. Let's go. Alright, I'll just do some simple commentary while brewing with the V3 because it is the first time I'm brewing with it, and I probably just want to run through my thought process. I think firstly I'll just rinse this beer. Okay, I'm gonna brew it over the Hario beaker that I got with the Hario Switch, and that will be how we're gonna brew this particular coffee. According to the recipe, I need 12 grams of coffee grounded to medium fine, which is pretty much the same consistency as my recipe that is from Tetsuka Suya on the Hario Switch, so I don't have to change so much of the grinder settings on my Easy Presso. 12 grams of coffee and 200 grams of water to 90 degrees Celsius. So let's start by heating up the water. So exciting, it's like playing with a new toy, isn't it? And the brew for today will have to be a coffee from Coffee Man Roasters, which is a roastery in Singapore. This is the Tablon de Gomez. Yeah. A Colombian coffee that should give you a fruity orange zest, blackberry and honey tasting notes. So I've been doing this the last few videos, love it, so let's do this. Right, coffee grounded. Now I'm gonna attempt to negotiate the filter paper into the brewer. When I touched this paper, immediately I felt two different textures on both sides. One is rough, one is smooth, and it was good that they wrote something here saying that fold with the smooth side inside. That means the smooth side should be the one touching the coffee. That means if you're using the negotiator, the smooth side is the one facing the top. And with the power of the negotiator, I negotiate that the filter go in perfectly. Oh, pretty nice and fitting very well. I was actually taking some notes from Lance Hedrick video of the V3 brewer, and you know, he does this like rotation kind of movement to get the brewing to get the filter paper to accommodate to the brewer and make sure that it folds well. And yeah, he actually recommended to just wet the paper so that it sticks inside the brewer itself and it doesn't come out when you bring up the negotiator. But somehow for me it doesn't follow through, but I'll just wet it anyway. After wetting it, lifting it up, here I have the brewer with the filter paper inside. That's that. Now, coffee. And I got my water already at 90. So just to share a little bit of the recipe, starting we have to bloom it with 50 grams of water and then swirl the brewer 4 times. And then after that we add 75 grams of water, pouring it in 2 stages, first in circular direction, after that just pouring at the center. Yeah, 25 grams in circular direction and 50 grams in the center. Repeat that twice. Okay, here goes nothing. Always have the nerve a little bit when trying to deal with a new toy. That's 50 grams, swirl it 4 times. Okay, that's pretty okay. At 45 seconds, we'll start our 75 grams of water. 75. Okay, cool. That's the first 75. And at 1:30, we'll do another one. Let it go until 2 minutes 30 and enjoy. But we're gonna let the coffee sort of cool down or rest by the side while I prepare the recipe with the switch. Not too bad, just that it's the first time, so I have to have a bit of a mental load to remember the recipe. Quite an easy rinse. I thought it looks quite cool with the whole swirly thing, but I know the combination is not my kind of color. But tell me what you think in the comment, whether is it a yay or a nay. I'm opening up a Pandora's box to all the different, like, you know, criticism from the internet. Okay, so we're gonna let this just hang around for a little bit in my stock ceramic cup. So the find on the Orea V3 versus the Hario switch. Where's my switch? There you go, sir. And of course you measure the beads first. So yeah, reset everything. I'm gonna use 20 grams of coffee just to stay true to the recipe. I know that's a bit too much coffee, but I don't mind getting glitchy tonight. So let's do this. Yeah, it's night time and I'm drinking coffee. Well, it's the best time to be doing coffee because the kids are asleep and I can do my content for you guys. I should be sleeping now. Okay, since the switch is a glass brewer, it is recommended to prime it or to heat it up. So let's do that. There you go. Let it rinse. Okay, coffee. I'm getting a lot of coffee tonight. That's it. Alright guys, so now we have 2 cups of coffee. I'm so not sleeping tonight. Usually it doesn't affect me, but I don't know. I've not drank 2 full cups of coffee at, now it's about what, 10:30 p.m. in Singapore time, so let's try it. I'll start off with this is the Tetsukasuya's recipe on the Hario switch and the fine recipe on the Orea V3. Nice, juicy, have a good mouthfeel. The acidity is not too high, it's about medium. And yeah, always love this one. The Orea V3, the hyped up Orea V3, and this is the limited edition Basalt version. I hate things that hype me up too much. I will tend to get very disappointed, but since we have a comparison, there's at least a baseline to compare rather than my own expectation. Still a juicy cup, but I feel it's more balanced in this cup. Meaning like the flavors are not too dispersed, they are quite well mixed together, yet I still have the nice juicy and acidity level that I have with the Tetsukasuya's switch recipe. Yeah, more balanced. This guy, for those who prefer complexity, yeah, I think you can go with Tetsukasuya's recipe, which is actually more of my preference. But like I said from the start of the video, I always have this biasness. I like complex flavors. I like that clarity, that disbursement of flavor notes, you know, like I think like audiophiles lah, where you can open up the music more. Yeah, that's Yukasuya's recipe for a more well-balanced sound, or in this case taste, the Orea V3. Next up will be just brewing with the Orea V3 to see if we can get the same consistency as I usually get with my Tetsukasuya's switch recipe. So yeah, that's my battle of the recipes between Tetsukasuya's switch hybrid recipe and the fine recipe on the Oreo V3. I hope that you guys find this video helpful, useful, entertaining, whatever. But yeah, this is my take on a comparison with this particular new brewer. And for a virgin brew, it's not bad. Just that the recipe that I was following requires a bit of a mental preparation. So yeah, if you like this video, please help to like and subscribe, and also share to your friends who loves coffee, and yeah, hopefully they can enjoy a good cup of coffee as well and enjoy this whole coffee brewing experience, and of course the coffee. Till the next video, take care and enjoy life as far as possible. See ya.